Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? I hope nothing else happens. I mean, we don't need any more issues. But here we go. My son, at his website at Crusader Journal, Chinese military jet has intercepted a U.S. military aircraft. The United States Pentagon is claiming today that the Chinese Air Force conducted an unsafe intercept of a U.S. military reconnaissance aircraft over the South China Sea in an article that was published by CNN. Matter of fact, that article reads like this: at least 2 Chinese J-11 tactical aircraft carried out an unsafe, I repeat, unsafe intercept of a United States EP-3, a reconnaissance aircraft that was conducting a routine mission in the international airspace over the South China Sea. They were not this is international waters or international airspace. They're not in violation here. But China's becoming extremely aggressive as they're building these artificial islands and building runways and air bases and naval bases in the middle of the South China Sea and claiming all of the territory. I mean, are you serious? Anyway, the Chinese jets came within 50 feet of the American aircraft at one point. That is dangerous. The incident took place, of course. We have made progress reducing risk between our operational forces and those of the People's Republic of China by improved dialogue at multiple levels under the bilateral confidence building measures and the military maritime consultative agreement. That was what Captain Jeff Davis, a Pentagon spokesman, said today. He also said, quote, over the past year we've seen improvements in the People's Republic of China's actions flying in a safe and professional manner. We are addressing the issue through the appropriate diplomatic and military channels. Okay. So the 2 Chinese fighter jets have carried out an unsafe intercept of the U.S. military craft over the South China Sea, according to the Pentagon. And now BBC is reporting that the incident happened in international airspace as the U.S. Maritime Reconnaissance Aircraft Carrier was on its routine patrol. All right. Tensions in the region have increased recently, with China and the United States trading accusations over military activity. Really what this has to do about the upcoming trade war. And so the military flexing of the muscles are beginning because there's going to be a major international trade war. And Donald Trump has already said that if he is elected president, he will be involved in trying to move the manufacturing base back into America. And this trade policy is definitely not going over with the Chinese, or probably most of the world, who've been living high on the hog off the United States and our technology with jobs that should have been here in the United States. So anyway, we're going to see how this all plays out. The Chinese are flexing their muscles, though. There's no doubt about it. And we're living in very difficult times. I'm curious to find out what happened in Donald Trump's meeting with Henry Kissinger. Kissinger's 92 years old, and he was the Secretary of State under Richard Nixon. Now, Trump met with James Baker last week, and he's a former chief of staff. I forgot exactly the title he had under George W. Bush. He also worked some with Ronald Reagan. So now Trump's talking to Kissinger, who was the Secretary of State with Nixon. But you have to understand, it was Kissinger that built the relationship between the United States and China. And with Trump going after China, it's going to be interesting to find out what type of information he may have gleaned from the 92-year-old elder statesman there, Henry Kissinger. Wow. Are you serious? Sometimes you have to go into the enemy's camp to find out what the enemy's doing. We'll find out. Trump actually went and met with Kissinger in his home, at Kissinger's home, for an hour. Curious to find out what happened there. Anyway, we'll watch and see what's going on, folks. It's getting interesting. It's getting very interesting. We're truly living in the last days. Are you saved? Are you saved? Pray right now. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Time's running out.